Hi, and welcome to Minus the Meat. Today we're making burritos.
We are a parcel food. I love pass the parcels, and this is a parcel of flavour. Now I'm going to be making beef burritos. Yummy, yum, yum. And you're going to be...
I'm going to minus the meat, and I'm going to replace it with beans and capsicum.
That is not nearly as much
It
fun
will
as a beef burrito.
taste delicious. It
Well,
will taste delicious.
Again, let's decide. So we start with the onions.
Yep. Make sure you get polyunsaturated oil to help with your cholesterol levels. And our onion. And let them cook off. I am also substituting the white wraps
Deliciousness.
for wholemeal wraps, just to increase the fibre.
Sure. So
Great.
there is no excuse now for a packet mix because this is what goes into the perfect burrito mix. Okay, so we've got garlic, awesome, keep the vampires away. We've got paprika, yes, and we have some ground coriander. Oh, it smells lovely. And we have some cumin. Should be cumin around the mountain. All right, so all we do is chuck these in.
Yep.
Oh,
And spices release such a beautiful smell once they start toasting, but you've got to be careful not to burn them because otherwise they'll taste really bitter.
the paste of tomato.
That goes in.
Oh, this is smelling wonderful.
Yum. And my capsicums will go in.
Thank
And
you.
your beef.
I actually do like beans in a burrito.
Looks yummy, hey?
It does. I hate to admit it. Just throw this beef in there. Lovely. Right, catching up.
High in antioxidants, tomatoes.
My favourite antioxidant.
Okay, so these are done.
Oh yeah.
Let's assemble.
Now, I've said this before, don't overfill your parcel-based foods, otherwise, you know, it's going to explode. Now, I've put a little bit too much, but I can handle this because I'm an experienced burrito eater, all right? I've done this before, but just go easy if you're a novice in burritos. So, we've got cheese.
Yep.
Full fat cheese for me.
Low fat cheese for me and not much of it at all.
Okay, there we go. And we've also got some avocado.
Yeah,
Now,
and avocado's obviously got good fats in it, so...
good fats.
Good fats.
As opposed to bad
Monounsaturated fats, so they're good for you.
All right.
So it's okay to have a little bit of
Fantastic.
avocado. Don't overdo it though.
Avocado.
Okay.
Right, okay, cool. So we've got some avocado.
So we'll
and
put
this
that
is
in.
the magical avocado that comes pre-sliced.
Thanks
I
to
don't
the
know-
kitchen fairies.
Yeah, thank you, kitchen fairies. A little bit of chili as well. I know you're a
Oh, you're not
chili freak.
using much cheese for once, Jimmy.
Oh, sorry. There we go, what was I doing? Where are my manners? Hopefully not bite into it. Yeah, placed it there.
And some fresh coriander, yum.
This just gives it that whole fresh flavour. So now for the fold.
Yeah,
So
I'm
you fold
gonna-
it at the
yeah,
bottom.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So this is the juice trap, and then you fold it
Juice trap.
over and over, and I've filled mine up way too much, but there you go. Got yourself a little parcel of wonder. Now, it's time for the taste test. Okay, so we'll go for mine first.
Yeah.
Here we go. Mmm. Mmm. Well, let's see whether your
Okay.
whole meal is the go. Yours is so beautifully prepared.
Oh, I thank you.
My pleasure. Take the little toothpicky out. There we go. Mmm.
That's good.
That is
Do
actually
you
very
agree?
good. I want to lie. That's beautiful. I actually love bean burritos. That is quite delicious.
And this has got a fraction of the fat to what yours has, so it's a lot healthier.
I can't think of anything to beat that. Yours wins.
Very easy to minus the meat, and very easy to make it really delicious to save calories.
I can't even leave. I have to eat more.
Oh, good.
Now to another one of your questions. This one comes from Francis. Francis is asking about a couple of stories we ran a few weeks ago. One was on antibiotics and the effect they have on the bacteria in your gut, the natural bacteria. And the second story was on honey and the antibacterial effects of honey. And Francis asks, very sensibly, if honey has antibacterial effects, doesn't eating honey affect the natural bacteria in your bowel? Excellent question. Well, it seems as though honey only has antibacterial effects in the upper bowel, mainly in the stomach. By the time it gets to the large bowel, it's been absorbed, so has no effect at all. And the antibacterial effects in the stomach seem to be benign. There is just a smidgen of evidence that honey may be able to control the ulcer germ, H. pylori.
I once saw my brother dancing at a party and it was appalling. I pointed him out to all my mates because he was such a bad dancer, and we all had a good old chuckle until someone said, "That's classic, Rich. He dances exactly like you." I haven't danced with a skerrig of confidence since. The more I try, the worse I get. And I want to know, is this just something else that I'm responsible for, or is there some way I can blame this one on my parents? So far as I could find, there's been no legitimate genetic scan for dance ability. Maybe it's not at the forefront of scientific research. More likely there's some lab somewhere filled with scientists trying to find the gene for moonwalking so they can implant it in themselves. The nearest I could find was a study into inherited music ability. I figure that and rhythm kind of go together like Torval and Dean, so, you know, let's boogie. 15 families were studied, a total of 224 people, for musical aptitude. In half the cases, they found that positive ability or potential was down to nature rather than nurture. This means that the scores for people who didn't have any training were comparable to those that had had training. And this was cited as evidence that there's a genetic link. It's also suggested that there's a genetic sequence responsible for converting the tremors of hair cells into neural signals. If true, this means that maybe the physical way we hear music is influenced by our mums and dads. Perhaps. Yeah, the kid is getting groovy. So if you can't dance, don't worry. Remember, those who can't do, teach. Let's go, guys, come on, hey, hey, hey. Everyone, follow me now, hey? Hey, following me? Up here, in the pink, dancing amazingly? No? Anyone?